Всем привет, народ, с вами Херон, и сегодня мы продолжаем играть Genshin. В общем-то, у нас, по идее, сегодня будет опять это ритуал Вознесения, или как там его. Хотя я, честно говоря, не уверен. Потому что тогда 1,5 часа промаялись. До этого мы еще сколько-то, не знаю, бродили. В общем, да. Ясно. Короче. Я просто понимаю, как мне еще много надо собирать этих, блядь, чертовых, блядь, камней столько, чтобы получить себе эти звездочные персонажа. А если не повезет, это будет оружие. Хотя не знаю, а может спустить уже, нет? Вроде может. Также, блядь, до сих пор не могу разобраться, каким макаром дамажит каждый персонаж, тоже. Ну, блядь. Рейзер понятно. Я не знаю, что ему такого поставил, но он пиарит как надо. Кея, ну, разве что ультой и ешкой. Синцю тоже ульта и ешка. Тома только ультой. И то моментами. Ах ты тварь. Ешка 264, посты по соточке. Как это работает, непонятно. Ах, 112. Два удара по 4 согласны. Вернись. О, на 700. Это по идее критануло. Большой. О, не зря. О, неверка. Лучший бейс, то что надо. Ага. Ладно. Мужики, вы шо? Шо делаем? Изи. Стой!
Don't get too close.
Ага. Так, ну в принципе я-то здесь. А мне по идее наверх, да? Отвечаю, мне наверх. Прям жопой чую, что наверх. О, а вот и доказательство того, что наверх. Угу. Угу.
Fire it up.
Rain outlines your.
Get back.
Минус одна. И вторую. Блять, вот только неудобно стало этим открывать. Так, один есть. Туда ду. Да ну нафиг. Секреточка.
Finders keepers.
Так, а теперь внимательность. Где, сука, еще один? Там точно не будет. Вон вверх. Это ж последний был, да? Нет. Ага. Интересно, да. Так, еще один есть. А его-то я и не вижу. Вообще никак. Ни в какую вот. Где? С какой стороны он может быть спрятан? Не знаю. Но далеко-то он не может быть. Да просто реально не. Так, зоркий глаз. Нету ничего у нас. Реально, где оно может быть? Я не вижу. Сука, и время на это тратить не хочется. Но если уж начал, то, блядь, надо закончить. Нет. Нет. Там зажег, везде зажег, а где не зажег, непонятно. Синий ищется, моё. А, охуеть. Класс.
Ooh, what's in here?
Да, ради двух камушков это дело. Понятно, больше такого не делать. Молиться будет Джон затейливый механизм решения движения мысли, сотворить потом может только при сочетании божественного замысла и тяжелого труда простых смертных. Подобное орудие редкого кода. Ясно. Пиздец, блядь, еще с этой хуйней сейчас будет куча проблем. Все-таки она не рабочая, ну и хрен с ней.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers.
Сейчас он такой, а я хз.
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong ballista.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Понятно. Надо попасть в эту хуйню.
Where is that supply post?
Действительно. Он под нами. А только как в него попасть, это уже другой вопрос. Возьмите материал на военном складе. Сука, дверь откройте, я возьму. Ну. Или... не или. Пока не понимаю. Может, все-таки наверху. Может, я там протупил, как обычно. А нет. Входа нет. Значит, туда.
Don't get too close.
No, my sword!
Так, это мое.
These things useful?
О, здрасте. Да ну.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Итак. Ну.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Угу. Интересно.
Fire it up.
А, ну типа просто разбить, ладно. С этим-то я разобрался, а как с этим разобраться, я в душе не чаю. Типа, ну камон, в нем дырок нету. Как можно залезть куда-то, где нет дырок? А, это что? А, ну да. Давай еще раз. Эти запасные части и работы искусственных мастеров. Что крепко прямо начинает все сохранять на года, что материал специально применяйте все, что вам нужно. Короче, бесполезная инструкция. Или не, погано. Не, бесполезно. Полностью бесполезно. То есть, по сути, я что-то нашел, но я ничего не нашел. Тут нету входа. Вот как мне войти, а? Как? Блять, ни подсказки, ни хуя. Не знаю, что тут может быть придумано. Блять, серьезно? Ай, блять.
Good for storage.
Пусти. Просто я в шоке. Это было настолько просто. Оказывается.
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh. Now how do we turn it on?
Сейчас таки найдите патроны.
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Ha! Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders. Oh, this area's supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures. But you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping
В
watch.
смысле, не можете обойти
It might look like any
катапультами?
other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it! The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces!
Tut tut. Vandalizing the legacy of an adeptus for selfish gain. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Правильно. Отпизди их нам.
Check this out! Supporting fire!
О, 2 косарика выбило за раз.
Rain outlines your fate.
The hunter.
Rain cutter.
Cool it.
Oh, so sorry.
Tingle. Picked the wrong test.
Хух, полетел.
Taste of my hammer.
Все. Все ли еще?
Oh! Don't get too close!
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby. Save
Ни
that what's
одного.
more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast as cheat.
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something...
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Explain that we could not find a co-
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
Сейчас бы камушка востока. Косарей так 8. Я был бы счастлив. Нет. Но никакое задание мне столько не даст. Здорово.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Cocoa Goat Adeptibeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. Here. This is the name.
Huh?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know. As the Liyue proverb...
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable
еще кто
life
такой,
lesson
блядь?
today then.
Рачимара,
Thank you
блядь.
all.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The medicine! The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent!
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside,
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last! Things are finally starting to come together.
3 million Mora. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Ключи золотой палаты вы не хотите? Сука.
You might as well just rob the Golden House! Oh, but the chasing have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
Сейчас он скажет, ну сделайте мне что-нибудь, блядь.
It's a crazy
За 3-9
number.
земель.
We'd never be able to make that much Mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Спустя 20 минут.
Cocoa Goat! Cocoa Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe you fell for that.
Hey, less laughter, more sympathy.
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui...
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future.
Да ладно,
I
10
can give
тысяч
you a
скинул.
discount on that everlasting...
That's like 0 difference from 3 million.
2,990,000. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope. What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House? If not the Exuvia. I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Leo saying goes, the walls have ears.
Я не пойму, он сейчас, блядь, пытается в добрую сторону этот мир колыхнуть или, блядь, только в свою темную. Блядь, чертова Россия. Надеюсь, эта баллиста меня не ёбнет, когда я буду там гулять. Куда идти? Выше. Черти. Опять наверх. Эх. Сука, что же я никак не запомню? Что-то, блядь, терраса наверху, блядь. О, бабка. Так, вот это надо. Здорово.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting
Почему
incense.
почти?
The completion.
Finally.
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry.
Да.
I will remember to bring them more.
Врешь, как обычно.
Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout...
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us
Три
meet near the
чашки в
harbor.
порту. Три чашки в порту. И одна у нас во рту. 30 камушков всего дали. Так, 6 до 5. Собрать эти лилии. Знаю, где потом пригодятся. О, Дима, кошелек не забыл? Серьезно? Ну.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
Ля ты крыса.
I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here. Great atmosphere.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved.
Ну.
But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
Мне кажется, нам ее не зря показали. Ну? Что за темный экран, блять? Уля. А, понятно. Геншин завис и пиздец. Ладно, я подожду. Поставлю на паузу и подожду. А пауза не ставится. Реально не ставится. Итак, попытка номер 2. Я перезашел в игру, потому что она, блядь, не провисала минут 5. И, в общем-то...
Ah, you're here. Third round knockout is not for like. I ordered some wine fermented.
If it is to your like.
Hey, there's even a...
Besides fine wine, but when I say
as you all know, what does it mean to imagine? Behold.
Oh.
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Сейчас такой бац опять зависает.
These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or 2 ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the rite of dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Здорово.
Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Это еще даже не второй том. Парящий дворец. Какая награда за него? Одним словом, фигня. Чё это? Густая смола. Место для пробуждения каменевших деревьев без исхода земли. Получим более ценных наград. Все цветы земля. Понятно.
Hey, how about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Палки. Блять. Одним словом, придется лезть. Давай, веди меня к своему хозяину. Двоечка.
This moment will be frozen in time. These things useful?
Так, не сюда. Как я понимаю. Давай. Веди меня. Нет. Тихо. А где награда? Ах ты крыса!
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Странно, нефритовый дворец там. Че я должен лезть тут? Непонятно для меня. Но выбора особого не имею. Сколько там еще лезть-то? О.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Другой вопрос, как эта хуйня вообще летает? О.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must be the way.
Ну давай. Так и быть. Серьезно? Придется отряд менять из-за этого. Ну ладно. Тома, ты пока будешь тама.
This world is...
Ага. Хитро, хитро. Ты черт поганый. Давай, лети.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the... Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. All right, let's follow... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea.
Блядь, мне кажется, знаю, какой у него
Why
план.
don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, right. This method does seem a bit unsafe. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Угу.
A reward on the road.
Это все? Ну, здрасте, блядь.
Rain outlines your fate.
Dodge this!
Get back!
Изи. Даже не почувствовал. Теперь мне нужен камень. Только какой из? Ладно, давайте на. Убери.
Understood.
Фу. Прикольно. А как
A
туда?
keen eye.
Видимо, никак. Ой. Опять.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How?
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Line up.
Сука, уже помогла хоть раз.
Give up.
Ебать его прочего. Да, если так бить, то не очень.
Freeze. Who goes there?
Или нет.
Take the target alive.
Your life is mine.
Attack. Dodge this. Bested. To arms. Take the target alive.
Интересно, что это фигня делает, что я поставил?
Get back!
Stop! What's all this about?
Ханасут Махач.
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Думать это несложно. Попробуй.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way,
Ебать,
I
50
will
минут
admit
уже
that the
прошло.
actions of the Adepti this time were
быстро
quite
времени.
restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly.
Ну,
How
это
surprisingly
благодаря нам.
civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here.
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor? But, wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture! We need to get one!
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Nick? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night! Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients! Time waits for no one, and neither will our rich...
Блять, Паймон, ну зачем? Тварь такая, блядь, мелкая. Раз, два, а третий черт знает где. Ну конечно. Кто? Вот, да иди ты к черту. Все, отстал. Один, два.
Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one! Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over there. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarder...
А чё их тут так много, я не пойму. Я понимаю, столицы там всякое было.
Rain outlines your fate.
Сука, вооружены говном. И, сука, столько бед доставляют. Все? Мендань.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell.
Когда не было хорошее настроение, они подправляли цветки сахарки в горшочках, а когда плохое, подправляли мне лицо.
It was nothing.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate. Don't say that. I only escaped. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I... Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks.
Wait a moment. Actually...
Oh?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can...
Great! I'm on sugar frosted slime.
Ой. Это, конечно, что-то. В итоге 55 минут жизни прошли в никуда особо-то. Веди меня. Загадочный путь. Никаких заданий. Аж, блядь, натерпелся. Здрасте.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Чёрт знает.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we...
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make... It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh, yes. You might want to use these two freshly picked...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang.
Блять, опять наверх. Блять, чтоб этот город, блять, нахуй... Ничего. Поменять обратно. Сейчас начнется заварушка. У меня, блядь, это карга старая, блядь. Случайно.
Let's get out there and make some friends.
Угу. Ну, здрасте.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes. Speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuang. What's going...
Что-то здесь не так. Конечно, блядь, не так. Сейчас мы опа, и мы все в камне. А это, оказывается, медуза. 59 минут.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from
В
Joya.
смысле пришелец?
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to
А можно мне
constantly
такой же
expand it.
домик? Только не
At
здесь.
first, it was but the size of one room. Now it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
Ты видел все, что я делал? Даже с той
And I
парфюмкой
finally got
чё-то?
wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
Ага.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
Короче, еще одна извращенка.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to... Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings.
Быстрее тараторь, у меня время ограничено. Небо непредельное.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
Fatui.
What do you think, traveler?
What?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
То туда, то сюда, то елки-палки.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Чую, тут есть книги.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Natural.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Каким же
But
макаром?
if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I
Да
had a
нет,
feeling.
блядь, я не хотел. Я
I originally
случайно.
thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Chising, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Chising don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled.
Будем
I
считать,
won't
что мы
deny that
тоже.
Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Chising only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Да.
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Я
You can
забираю
pick any
тебя.
one object here as you
Шутка.
please, and you may take it with you.
Или...
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole...
Пайман, блядь.
Let's grab
Ну
one.
зачем?
The biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Chising spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, well, should we not go then? Oh, So you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that
Где
we
она
should
сама?
confirm
Наш
the truth
глазами.
of what she says first. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Пиздец, блядь. Короче, понятно. Это капец как надолго и... Еще выше. А, это вы. Куда мне надо вообще? Сюда. Ну уже час 11, елки-палки. Вот куда? Вот куда мне это надо? Ну это надо, наверное. Не точно. А ну. Во-первых, вот это хочу все пособирать. Все, больше ничего нет. Нету. А в молитве неужели хватает? Хватает. Моё. Давай, Мико, падай. Падай, говорю. Не выпал. Ну тогда давай и Тому. Фиш. Почему я не рад этому? Мне выпало какое-то чудо. Лучница. Ладно, так и быть. Пошли, блядь. Выполним уже до конца эту фигню. Хотя, честно говоря, после этих призывов мне наоборот не хочется. Сука. Где-то по 300 холстов. Это фату? Чё они такие жирные?
So sorry.
Еще один.
Fire it up! Supporting fire!
No, my sword!
Stay right there.
Check this out!
А, ты тварь.
Let me weave you a verse.
А чё, он еще жив? Уже нет. Все. Задохли. В смысле?
Too close.
Toxifying heat.
Breaking a sweat. Get out of my way.
Fire it up.
My duty.
Кстати, мне так смешно, ведь жирный хрен.
Smell of treasure.
1030 грамм.
Strange.
Мне нравится. Это мне не нравится. Вот это надо. Теперь ниже. 3-2. Опять.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. Paimon's seen this Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhang Li soon.
Аллилуйя,
The
блять.
last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Ну что ж, а на этом все. В следующей серии наконец-то, блять, будет у нас это, блять, сука, ритуал Вознесения, надеюсь. То сейчас пойдем, там скажут, не-не-не, давай по новой. И будем опять бегать пару часов, чтобы эту, сука, всю хуйню сделать. Ну, надеюсь, этого не случится. Ну что ж, всем спасибо за просмотр, всем удачи и всем пока.